At the edge of Maplewood Park, surrounded by sunflower fields and singing crickets, lived Suzie, a cheerful little girl with a giggle that could make the whole world smile. Her house was always full of laughter and paws, because Suzie had 3 little puppies who were the best of friends. Buddy, a curious brown and white beagle who loved to dig holes, even where he shouldn't. Bella, a golden fluff ball who adored ribbons and had the daintiest walk in the world. Bingo, the smallest of all, a tiny black puppy with a bark much bigger than his size. Every morning, the 4 of them would dash into the yard, Buddy chasing butterflies, Bella prancing like a queen, and Bingo trying to bark at his own tail. Suzie would laugh, clap her hands, and say, "Oh, my 3 little mischief makers. What would I do without you?" The puppies wagged their tails proudly, certain they were the best puppies in all of Maplewood. One bright Saturday morning, Suzie brought out her favorite red ball, shiny, smooth, and just the right size for throwing and catching. "This," she said proudly, "is a special ball. Grandpa gave it to me before he moved to the seaside. He told me it would always remind me of joy." She tossed it gently to Buddy, who nudged it with his nose to Bella. Bella twirled and kicked it toward Bingo. It was the best game ever, until the church bell rang from the village square. "Oh, time for Grandma's baking contest," Suzie gasped. She placed the ball carefully on the porch step. "Stay here, my little ones. I'll be back soon." Then she skipped off down the lane, her curls bouncing like springs. The puppies waited, and waited, and waited. Buddy tilted his head. "Do you think she'll be gone long?" Bella stared at the ball, the sunlight gleaming off its shiny red surface. "It's just sitting there, all lonely." Bingo's tail wagged faster than his thoughts. "Maybe we can play just once, she won't even notice." Before anyone could say, "Fetch," Buddy nudged the ball with his paw. It rolled down the porch steps, bouncing across the yard. Bella chased it, giggling, and Bingo leapt onto it with all his tiny might. Splash! The ball rolled right into the muddy puddle by the garden fence. Pop! Went the sound that made all 3 puppies freeze. The shiny red ball lay in soggy shreds, covered in dirt. "Oh no," Bella whispered. "We broke Susie's favorite toy," Buddy groaned. Bingo tried to nudge the pieces together. Maybe she won't notice." But deep down, they all knew, Suzie would notice. When Suzie came home, her arms full of cookies, she gasped. Her red ball, the one Grandpa had given her, was ruined. She knelt down and picked up the muddy scraps. "Who did this?" she asked softly. Buddy looked away. Bella hid her face behind a flower pot. Bingo whimpered and covered his eyes with his paws. Susie's shoulders drooped. "I trusted you," she said quietly. Then she turned and went inside. The yard felt empty without her laughter. The puppies sat in silence as the sun sank behind the trees. That night, Buddy couldn't sleep. The stars twinkled above, but his heart felt heavy. "I should have stopped us," he sighed. Bella sniffled. "She must be so sad. Grandpa gave her that ball." Bingo kicked a pebble. "Maybe she won't love us anymore." A cool breeze rustled the leaves. The puppies huddled together for comfort. Finally, Buddy stood up. "We can't hide forever. Tomorrow, we tell her the truth." The others nodded. They knew he was right. The next morning, Suzie was watering her flowers when she saw 3 muddy noses peeking around the garden gate. Buddy stepped forward first, his tail tucked low. "We're sorry, Suzie," he said softly. "We broke your ball." Bella pushed a small piece of the torn red rubber toward her feet. "It wasn't on purpose," she added, her eyes shiny with tears. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.